Annie A. I have a question about Scientology buzzwords and how they are used as a PR strategy, especially by celebrities in Scientology. The first is the word bigot. When John Sweeney was investigating Scientology, Tommy Davis kept calling him a bigot over and over again. He sounded like a broken record. When Leah Remini left Scientology, Kirstie Alley went on The Howard Stern Show and said she no longer associates with Remini, not because she left, but because she's a bigot for criticizing Scientology. If there's a news report featuring an ex-Scientologist, the news broadcasters have to read parts of these long rebuttals which almost always accuse the critic of being a bigot. It's as if they intentionally say this word over and over again to suggest that any person who looks at Scientology critically or questions its intentions is actually a bigot. And decent people should despise bigots, right? The other buzzword is religion. When I think about it, most people don't usually refer to their faith, whatever it may be, as their religion. They might say my faith or my belief system, but not necessarily my religion. Yet Tom Cruise always speaks of Scientology by saying my religion. Tommy Davis accused Sweeney of being a bigot by attacking his religion. I guess I'm just wondering if the constant use of these words as a defense mechanism is some sort of tactic or PR strategy for getting the public, especially those who don't really know or care much about Scientology, to assume that anyone who comments negatively about the Church of Scientology is a bigot who also hates religion. If you have any insight, I'd love to hear it. Thanks. Yeah, there's a lot actually on this. It is definitely, no question about it, a PR strategy. The Church of Scientology since the late 60s has been desperately seeking approval as a religion, and of course they got it in 1993 when they got their tax exemption from the IRS as a tax-exempt religious organization. But they continue to use this because they have to emphasize their religious nature due to the fact that in court they have to have good grounds, good justification for standing behind the First Amendment and using it as a shield. In fact, not just a shield, but as my good friend Jeffrey Augustine has put it, they have weaponized the First Amendment and use it to abuse the Sea Org members and to a lesser degree the Scientology staff members with no pay, no need to pay minimum wage, no health insurance, all sorts of things that they can basically use the First Amendment and their religious status to justify their horrific abuses of their own staff. And it really just goes to, it's because they're a dangerous cult. They're not a religion. And there is a difference. They don't use the words my faith or belief system or my belief system because that's not what Scientology is. Scientologists themselves don't refer to Scientology as my faith or my belief system because that's not how they think of Scientology. They have to use the word religion because it's not a faith-based system or a belief system. They look at it as a set of methods and techniques that produce a specific result, the result being, of course, personal spiritual freedom and immortality, if only. So they use the word religion, and yes, this is definitely part of a dedicated PR campaign that's been going on for many, many years and will continue to be that way. And since they have to position themselves as a religion in order to gain that First Amendment protection, then they get to use the word bigot, which reinforces that religious argument for anybody who dares to criticize or speak out against the church's toxic practices or abusive behavior towards its members or ex-members. This is just PR 101. I mean, this really is, and you seeing through it is a good sign. Unfortunately, when you trot out words like religion and bigot, those are hot topic key words for some people. And as soon as you say those words, they instantly react and will side with Scientology or at least give Scientology the benefit of the doubt, which it does not deserve. The evidence against Scientology and its abusive practices is crystal clear and really not up for question. The testimonials and the actual proof of it and the pseudoscience of it, as I've covered with the Purification Rundown, for example, it's abundantly clear that this thing is nothing but a money-making scam. And they can throw the word religion around as much as they want. That doesn't mean that they deserve any degree of credibility whatsoever. They do not stand on par with any of the good works that are done in the name of religion through, say, the Catholic Church or the Christian Church. You say what you will about those groups, and I've got plenty to say about them in terms of organized religion, but there is good done by them, a lot of good done by them. With the Church of Scientology, you do not have an equal scale balance there. You have a money-making scam, which is bankrupting and ruining people's lives, and a very thin facade of legitimacy that they shouldn't really be given.